You have been destroying your own destiny by telling people things that should have remained between you and God alone in the secret place where He reveals His plans. Every time you share your dreams with the wrong people, you invite opposition into your journey that could have been avoided if you had simply kept your mouth closed. Not everyone needs to know what God is doing in your life. Not everyone deserves access to the visions He has given you. Not everyone can handle your coming blessing. Some people will smile at your dreams while secretly plotting their destruction. Some will celebrate your vision publicly while releasing jealousy privately that creates spiritual interference. Joseph discovered this painful truth when he shared his dreams with his brothers. Genesis chapter 37 records that he told them about sheaves bowing and stars bowing down. His dreams were genuine. They came from God. They accurately predicted his future. But sharing them with the wrong people created enemies who nearly destroyed him before destiny manifested. Genesis chapter 37 verse 4 says when his brothers saw their father loved him more, they hated him and could not speak peaceably to him. Hatred was already present. Then Joseph added fuel to their fire by telling them his dreams. Genesis chapter 37 verse 8 says they hated him even more for his dreams and for his words. The dreams were real. The calling was genuine. But Joseph's mouth turned brothers into enemies. His words transformed family into opposition. His disclosure created obstacles he could have avoided. Verse 11 says his brothers envied him. The Hebrew word for envy means to be jealous with hostile intent. His dreams provoked not just feelings, but actions against him. They conspired to kill him. They threw him in a pit. They sold him into slavery. They lied to their father. All because Joseph told people who could not handle his future. For 13 years Joseph suffered. Slavery in Egypt. False accusation from Potiphar's wife. Imprisonment in a dungeon. Years of delay that might have been avoided with a closed mouth. This does not mean Joseph's disclosure caused his destiny. God uses everything. But it does mean Joseph created unnecessary enemies through premature and unwise sharing of divine revelation. The same pattern is operating in your life right now. You have told people about your dreams and watched their demeanor change. You have shared your vision and felt the shift. You noticed they stopped calling as often. You observed the distance that developed. You sensed the coldness that replaced what felt like friendship. Your dreams exposed their hearts. Not everyone in your circle wants you to succeed. Some are comfortable with you only as long as you remain at their level or below their current position. The moment you reveal that God is taking you higher, something changes. They cannot celebrate a future that threatens their sense of significance or exposes their lack of progress. Proverbs chapter 27 verse 4 says wrath is cruel and anger a torrent, but who is able to stand before jealousy? Jealousy is one of the most destructive forces. You are not responsible for other people's jealousy, but you are responsible for wisdom in what you share and with whom you share the precious things God has revealed. Mary understood this principle. When the angel Gabriel appeared with the most significant announcement in human history, she did not broadcast it to everyone she knew. Luke chapter 2 verse 19 says Mary kept all these things and pondered them in her heart. She treasured divine revelation rather than distributing it carelessly to everyone around her. Verse 51 repeats this pattern. His mother kept all these things in her heart. Mary had learned that some things are meant to be pondered privately, not proclaimed publicly. There is a time to speak and a time to keep silence. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 7 establishes this wisdom. Not every season is a season for disclosure of what God showed. When God shows you something, your first response should be to ask him who, if anyone, you should share it with. The vision is his. The timing of disclosure is his. Some dreams should never be shared until they are manifested. Some visions should be kept secret until they become visible reality that cannot be denied or attacked effectively. When Joseph's brothers finally bowed before him in Egypt, the dream did not need explanation. It was manifesting. Reality was speaking louder than any words Joseph could have spoken. Let your results speak. Let your manifestation testify. Let the fulfillment of God's word in your life be the announcement rather than your premature words about what is coming. Proverbs chapter 17 verse 28 says even a fool is counted wise when he holds his peace. Silence is often mistaken for wisdom because wisdom often produces silence. The second reason you should stop telling everybody your dreams is that some people will speak negatively over what God has shown you and release words warring against your faith. Words have power. Proverbs chapter 18 verse 21 says death and life are in the power of the tongue. When you share dreams, you invite tongues to speak over them. If those tongues speak death, you must then battle not only for your dream, but against the words released over it. You have created warfare you could have avoided. When you share a dream and someone responds with doubt, their words plant seeds of doubt in your own heart. Their unbelief becomes a weight you must now carry. Nehemiah understood this principle. When God put it in his heart to rebuild Jerusalem's walls, he did not announce it immediately to everyone in the city around him. Nehemiah chapter 2 verse 12 says he arose in the night with a few men. He had not told anyone what God had put in his heart to do at Jerusalem. Verse 16 confirms he had not yet told the Jews, the priests, the nobles, the officials, or anyone who would do the work. He kept the vision private initially. Nehemiah surveyed the situation first. He assessed the scope of work. He prepared his approach. Only then, after preparation, did he share the vision with those who needed to know. When he finally spoke in verse 18, he said, "The hand of my God had been good on me." He spoke from a position of faith and preparation, not premature excitement. There is a time for preparation before proclamation. There is a season for private development before public announcement. Wisdom knows the difference between the two seasons. If you share too early, you face opposition before you are prepared to handle it. You encounter resistance before you have built the strength to push through successfully. The third reason you should stop telling everybody your dreams is that premature disclosure can release spiritual attacks against a vision not yet properly established or protected. The enemy listens to your words. He pays attention to what you announce. When you broadcast your plans, you give him intelligence about what he needs to attack. Imagine a military general announcing battle plans before the war. The enemy would immediately prepare countermeasures. The element of surprise would be completely eliminated. When you tell everyone your dreams, you surrender the element of surprise. You give the enemy time to prepare opposition. You announce movements before you make them. Some doors close because the enemy heard about them before you walked through them. Some opportunities disappear because you spoke about them before they were secured. This is not paranoia. This is spiritual wisdom. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12 reminds us that we wrestle against principalities, powers, and rulers of darkness. They are listening. Jesus often told people not to tell others about their healings. Mark chapter 7, verse 36 says he commanded them to tell no one. He knew the danger of disclosure. There was wisdom in his restriction. There were reasons for his commands of silence. Not everything God does needs to be immediately broadcast to everyone around you. The fourth reason you should stop telling everybody your dreams is that not everyone has spiritual capacity to steward what God has shown you without corrupting or diminishing it. Matthew chapter 7, verse 6 records Jesus saying, "Do not give what is holy to dogs, or cast your pearls before swine, lest they trample them underfoot and turn against you." Your dreams are pearls. They are holy revelations from God. When you share them with people who cannot appreciate their value, those people will trample what is precious. They will mock what God showed you. They will minimize what God promised you. They will question what God spoke to you. Their inability to receive will damage your faith. Some people are spiritual dogs. They will take what you share and tear it apart. Some are spiritual swine. They will trample your pearls in the mud of unbelief. Jesus did not speak plainly to everyone. Mark chapter 4, verse 11 says he spoke in parables to those outside, but explained mysteries privately to his disciples alone. There was an inner circle who received deeper revelation and an outer crowd who received surface teaching. Jesus was selective about who received what level of truth. You must develop the same discernment. Not everyone is your inner circle. Not everyone deserves access to what God shows you in the secret place of intimacy with Him. Now let me help you identify who you can safely share your dreams with and who should be kept at a distance from the precious things God reveals to you. First, you can share with proven covenant relationships. These are people who have demonstrated over time that they genuinely celebrate your success and grieve your struggles alongside you. Proven is the key word. Not new friends who seem excited. Not acquaintances who show interest. Proven relationships tested through seasons, demonstrating faithful support through difficulty and success. Second, you can share with spiritual mentors who have authority in your life and wisdom to guide you. These are people positioned to help you steward what God has shown. A true mentor will not be jealous of your dreams. They will not be threatened by your potential. They will be invested in your success because your success validates their investment. Third, you can share with intercessors assigned to pray for you. These are people whose role is to cover you in prayer, not to compete with you for position or recognition. Be careful even here. Not everyone who offers to pray is a safe place for your dreams. Discernment is still required. Some pray publicly what should remain private forever. Who should you not share with? Do not share with people who have demonstrated jealousy in the past. Do not share with those who criticize others who are successful. If someone speaks negatively about the success of others, they will speak negatively about your success. Their pattern reveals their heart. Believe what their behavior tells you. Do not share with new relationships that have not been tested. Just because someone is friendly does not mean they are safe. Friendship takes time to prove itself reliable. Do not share with people who gossip. If they share others' secrets with you, they will share your secrets with others. Their pattern with others predicts their pattern with you. Do not share on social media where anyone can access what God has shown you privately. Broadcasting dreams publicly invites opposition from sources you cannot even identify or anticipate. In this season, God is calling you to greater wisdom about your words. He is asking you to guard the precious things He has deposited in your heart. Let the fulfillment of your dreams be their announcement. Work in silence. Build in obscurity. Let results speak what your mouth should not speak prematurely. Keep your dreams between you and God until He releases you to share. Guard your vision. Protect your destiny. Watch what happens when you close your mouth and open your faith.